Welcome back to Network Effects. I'm Don, aka Hexiest Man in the World. Just a quick impromptu live. Wanted to go over the two of the best features of Hex. Let's get into it. All right. Two of the best features of Hex are one, the price volatility due to low liquidity. That's one of them. The second one is the fact that you can time lock your money to save yourself from yourself. Let's get into those a little bit more. So I don't think I'm going to get any comments on this as I'm doing a live at almost 1 a.m. my time. However, wanted to do a quick and easy video as it's been a while. I've been tied up in first of all, I had a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I've had to take care of, but I've been glued into that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. Pre-law, I was the president of Pre-Law Society where I went to college for undergrad, and law school was my plan before I decided to go to do my master's in business. And anyway, it was fascinating. I used to do mock trial, and anyway, that whole trial was crazy. So I could talk all day about that, but I'd rather talk about Hex. So let's dive in. So Hex is at about 6.5 cents right now. So people are looking at that. Some people that don't understand Hex, and they think, oh my gosh, the coin used to be so much higher. What's going on? Oh my gosh, should I buy or should I sell? Well, listen, you must understand that the price volatility, absolutely. Crypto Luck Box. Hey man, thanks for the comment, bro. Appreciate you being on. So right now I'm just talking about two of the features of Hex that one of them that I don't think people realize as much, and then another one that people do know. But the price volatility due to low liquidity is a feature of Hex. It's not a bug, it's a feature. So all the people that wanted to buy Hex when it was climbing, when it was hit at 40 cents and it was climbing up to 50 cents, it was climbing up even higher. They were wishing, oh, I wish I could have gotten in earlier. I wish I could have gotten in earlier. I wish I could have gotten in earlier. And then the price dips and they're like, oh no, should I buy? People love to buy green for some reason. They don't like to buy when the number's red. But when the number's red is your best opportunity to get in. Because as I said, price volatility, first of all, volatility, a stomach for volatility is the price we pay for these crazy gains. That's one. And two, this volatility allows people to get second chances like this, to have an 80, 90% dip and get in and have a chance for, and be there for the next run up once the bull market comes back. So while people may be waiting for a little bit lower number, I'm DCAing down, and I bought some at 6.5 cents. I bought some at 8 cents. I bought some at 4 cents, and I'm going to keep buying. Before this, my lowest buy was 8 cents. You know, that's when I got into Hex, it was 8 cents. So I'm loving this. And yes, no financial advice. However, Crypto Luck Box, I agree. The time to buy is now. And I'm certainly buying, and I appreciate you saying that because that's facts. So remember that it's a feature, not a bug of Hex. It's a feature, okay? The second thing I wanted to talk about was another feature of Hex is that you can time lock your money. So what's one of the things about what's one of the cool things about being able to time lock your money? You can save yourself from yourself. For example, all of these people that are wanting to sell right now, however many there are, I'm not saying there are several, but clearly there's sell pressure as we see the price going down. If they didn't have this Hex liquid, or if they weren't emergency ending their stakes, which I can explain what that means in a simpler video later. But if they were nice and staked, then they wouldn't even have the fear that when the fear sets in, they wouldn't even be able to sell their coin. They wouldn't even be able to sell their Hex because they likely have penalties that would exceed the Hex that they had put in, depending on how long their stake had been. So it's a feature that saves you from yourself. And I'll give a personal story with this, as I've shared in earlier podcasts. I got into Bitcoin in 2013, $95 a Bitcoin, August of 2013. And I thought I was a genius when I sold on a 4X, on a 5X, on a 3X. I kept buying and selling. I was using Bitcoin for some interesting things back then. It was the only thing you could use to buy certain things that I was buying. But we can get into that separately. However, my point is I got hit by the Mt. Gox hack, or the Mt. Gox theft, you could call it. And so I have Bitcoin out there that are supposed to be coming back to me soon that I haven't been able to touch in years. You know what? If they would have come back to me, I would have already sold them. So Mt. Gox has actually, and I'm going to do a separate video on this, but Mt. Gox actually saved me from myself. I'm about to get Bitcoins back that are worth at least 10,000 bucks, hopefully more, but certainly more than 500, 600 bucks, which I would have been selling them at the time. So Hex can do the same thing. Hex time locks the money. You can do it all the way up to 15 years, but I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. 38% yield plus. 38% plus yield is what we're seeing on 10 to 15-year stakes. You can stake shorter than that and earn less yield. Now, with all these different things that have happened, such as Terra hacks and things like that, first of all, know that Hex has had 100% uptime. But people see that yield rate and they say, oh, that's too much. That's too much. But they don't understand the mechanism is the issue. If they understood the mechanism, then people would make a bit more sense, because there's a 3.69% annual inflation, right? Like that's the coin inflates at 3.69% a year. By the way, Bitcoin inflates each year. Our currency that's devaluing our dollars right now inflates certainly more than that each year. So it's a healthy inflation rate, right? And it's just slightly higher than what the government calls a healthy inflation rate that they don't ever hit. And anyway, that inflation only gets paid to the stakers. So those of us that stake and time lock our money are the only ones that get that. So is that just a promised rate for everyone? No. If every single person were to stake, then we'd each get about 3.69% on our money, right? Which, if that were the case, we'd probably look for different investments, at least as far as time locking money. But only 10% tend to stake. So that's why being part of the staking class is a very, very, very good idea. So in summary, I didn't want to make this a long video, but in summary, you have one little known feature about Hex, which is the fact that volatility and low liquidity is a feature of the crypto, not a bug. Second of all, time locking your money is a way to save yourself from yourself in times like this so that you don't dump your coins when they're low, and rather you hold them, earn yield on them, and perhaps sell a little bit of that yield when it's back up at all-time highs. So that's what we talked about today. Let's give ourselves a little round of applause for the brief little lesson, and a quick little word from.
Thanks, Hexiest man in the world.
Hey, Richard, you're welcome, man. Anytime. So, hey, thanks, Crypto Luckbox, for tuning in. Didn't expect to see anyone in here. It was great to have you in here. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of Network Effects. Thank you. Ooh, one more comment. Hex on Air, keep up the good work. Hey, appreciate it, man. I just wrapped up the stream, Hex on Air. Dude, I wanna find a way to give you guys band hammers. Crypto Luckbox and Hex on Air. I got Terrafin. He's my only one right now. Let me see. I think I can do it through the comments. So I'm just not on YouTube is the only issue. So I need to find a way to view this on YouTube. View on YouTube. Let me see if I can give you guys band hammers. So when I do get spam, like when I do schedule live, I tend to get some spam. And let's see. Thanks for the likes too, guys. Very much appreciate it. Where are the comments on this? Why isn't it showing me? Oh, they're over here. All right. What's up, Wealthy? 5555 for the win. Absolutely. Cuatro Cinco, baby. All right. Listen, I'm going to give you guys all band hammers. Add moderator. Hex on Air. Add moderator. And Wealthy. Add moderator. So, okay, guys. See, I'm going to jump back to StreamYard real quick. All right. Yeah. For some reason, my YouTube froze, but I'm still here. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys were able to watch the whole video. I just did kind of like a brief video talking about the fact that the price volatility and low liquidity is a feature, not a bug of Hex. And also just talked about the fact of time locking your money in Hex is one of the best things you can do for yourselves. So I'm beat. I gotta crash. I got the little baby sleeping upstairs. But in fact, Richard congratulated me on him. Check it out.
Congrats on the kid, man. Thanks, hexiest man in the world.
Yeah, love that. And hey, thank you all for tuning in. You guys are all mods on the channel now. So I hope to see more of you. And just remember,
Hex is not a scam. Hex is not a scam.
that's true. So that's from Crypto Exposed themselves, who do call out scams, and they didn't call this one out. So, hey, good night, everyone. Wealthy, Crypto Luckbox, Hex on Air, and there was one other person, I think. But good night, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys on the stream that's a bit earlier where we can chat later and learn more a bit. I can learn more a bit about you. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the likes, and talk to you later.